Okay, so good evening once again. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video presentation for this evening. So, by the way, I'm Louis Pure, and this is the fourth version of my video presentation talking about Purtier Placenta or stem cell therapy. Okay, so I decided to make this video since the other previous videos that I have is I'm actually using Filipino language. So now I'm trying to speak in English, full English. No, so by the way, our group here in Davao is RIWAY Triad. That's the name of my group. No, so I'm the managing partner and the founder of RIWAY Triad, and we are also under Red Footprint. So Red Footprint is also a group, a business group under RIWAY International. Okay, so let's start. So by the way, the name of the company is RIWAY. So this is only the short term for right way. Okay, so the explanation behind the name, because the company and the CEO himself, Dr. Lim Boon Hong, just want to give the best, not just customer service, but doing it the right way when it comes to doing this advocacy and handling clients, especially talking about money. Okay, so we're just doing this the right way, not the other way around. Okay, so the company started in Singapore last 2008. Okay, so more or less, the company already existed for almost 13 years. Okay, and then the company decided to open the other branches like Malaysia and these countries because they believe that it will be expanded globally. And aside from that, because of the revenue growth of the company. So from just a simple company, they started in Singapore, and then now already a $1 billion company. Okay, so they also opened Philippines last 2016 at the MOA compound in Manila last 2016. And then they opened Davao last August 2018 and Iloilo and Cebu last August 2019 last year. Okay, and then the other branches like Malaysia, Taiwan, etc. So all in all, we have 12 countries that we have offices, no, in each country. But other countries that still don't have any offices, though we don't have any offices yet, but we are already expanding, no? Like for example, US and other countries, known countries. Okay, so this is one of the events. I could say that this is the biggest, one of the biggest events that RIWAY started, or let's say proposed, and eventually it happened. So last December 2018, so the company launched this kind of event to recognize all the advocates all over the world. And then I witnessed this myself that they have this event. The only company who who transformed this private company into having this kind of stage, like 75,000. Can you just imagine 75,000 attendees? Okay, so yeah, that's it. So these people that you can see up on stage, these are the people who are very successful in advocating the product, the stem cell therapy or the Purtier Placenta. Okay, so if you notice, almost all of them are Singaporeans, but right now we also have Filipinos who really have this significant title, no, under RIWAY International, because they really believe in their dreams. Okay, so I just have to cut it out, this video. Okay, so as you can see, I was here in this picture because I attended last December 2018 the recognition event of RIWAY International. So that time I was just new to the company, and then my partner also attended. I mean, my business partner also attended, which is Vanessa Te. She's also a Diamond 3 star, and me as Diamond 2 star. Okay, so by the way, the person behind the success of our group is under RIWAY Triad is Mr. Jed Boitrago. He's the one who invited me to this kind of event, and then I just opened my mind to this kind of opportunity, not just when it comes to business, but also when it comes to health. So that's when I decided to join, because I felt that not just me, but also other people will really need this kind of therapy. Okay, so this is me, Diamond 2 star currently, and then for almost 2 years, I guess, being in the company, from being part time to full time, already attended several activities or events under the company. So already gone to Singapore, Thailand, and Dubai. Okay, so these are my people, as you can see in the picture. So these are my co-advocates. Okay, so these are the offices under Philippines. So the upper photo is under Davao. So it's located in Robinson Cybergate Delta. And then we also have an office in Manila. Okay, so located in MOA compound. The one I stated a while ago. Okay, so this event, specifically in the Philippines, it's also a recognition, leaders recognition night. So being attended by, I think, more or less nasa around 10 or 20, yeah, around 10 or 20,000, I don't know, but thousands, I think. Yeah, in the World Trade Center. So it's being attended by nationwide advocates located in different cities all over the Philippines. Okay, so
2019 first quarter March leaders recognition.
If you notice, we are all wearing this formal attire because the company really has this culture of being professional in advocating this product, okay, which is stem cell. Yeah. So this one is Miss Faith Ann. She's one of the Filipino who really achieved the highest rank under Philippines, which is Team Supreme Pegasus 5. Okay, so the main reason why we are here in this video presentation today is because of this following illnesses, or what we call as top 10 killer diseases. Okay, so based on the World Health Organization, it is stated or reported that these are the top 10 killers. So based on the developing countries like the Philippines, at least 54% of the total population within one country will experience this kind of illnesses. But behind that, one of the factors which will lead to this kind of diseases is, number one, because of the aging population. We all know that we are all aging. We are not reversing the aging, but we are aging. Okay, in normal perspective. And then by the time we reach the age of 50 or 50 years old, our cells will stop on regenerating. Okay, so because of that, different factors will affect us, especially our organs. So it's because the cells will stop on regenerating. These illnesses will not be addressed, or the repairing will not be addressed because of that kind of disadvantage when you reach the age of 50 years old, and also because of the wrong diet. Okay, so we experience, like, we go to malls, no, we go to restaurants, and then we eat food that we don't know if it's healthy or not, but we don't have a choice, because when we attend a meeting, or let's say when we are outside, no, and then these are all the food that which are available that time, so we don't have a choice, we have to eat. Okay, so that's one factor. And then at the same time, if you are familiar with this what we call a stress or inevitable stress. If we have bills to pay, all the problems that we experience every day, especially in this pandemic, okay, so it will lead to stress. And if we keep on stressing ourselves, then this will also lead us to different illnesses like this. And the fourth one is the pollution. So we experience a lot of pollution every day in our lives, like for example, air pollution, okay, during the traffic there's a pollution as well, and also noise pollution and other different kind of pollution. So again, these are the leading causes of the deadly illnesses, and it has reached a bottleneck crisis in today's medical science. It only means that these are what we call as problems that keeps on arising because for me, no, if we are going to compare it based on medicines that the scientists already brought up to market, they still didn't figure out a specific solution for this or solution for this kind of illnesses. And we're going to talk about that since we are discussing about stem cell therapy. How can stem cell therapy help us to address this kind of illnesses? Okay, so by the way, this is the stem cell therapy that I'm talking about, what we call as Purtier Placenta. Okay, so the the meaning of purtier is purity of the deer. It means to say that it came from the deer. So deer placenta. Okay, so it's sixth edition because we keep on upgrading our therapy from the first edition in 2008, then second, third, fourth, fifth, and finally sixth edition last June of 2018. So it is made in New Zealand. Okay, so um, why I mean the company decided to have this laboratory or manufactured to New Zealand? It's because the New Zealand or the country is the cleanest country worldwide. Okay, when it comes to pollution and environment, no, only New Zealand passed this kind of ranking, and as well as the only company, or I mean the only country which has this alpha lab, okay, which is suitable for the stem cell therapy. And we believe that, or the company believes that this fertile placenta is answer to reverse aging, not because we are just claiming it, but because of the testimonies that we have. Okay, so what is really stem cell therapy, or how did we discover stem cell therapy? Okay, so it is found out that the stem cell itself came from sperm. Okay, it started in sperm, and then the egg cell. Okay, sperm cell and egg cell combines. If the two person, for example, make love, so the two couples, the sperm and egg will combine on that process, and this will become a stem cell. Okay, and then within 24 hours, that single stem cell will duplicate. Okay, will multiply, and then by 48 hours, it becomes a blastocyst. So when this blastocyst reach 3 to 4 months time, then it becomes a different kind of stem cells, like intestinal stem cell, liver stem cell, nerve stem cell, up to 300 different types of stem cells. And then finally, it will become a baby. So it means to say that all the people, all human beings are made up of stem cells. Okay, that's the only short meaning or short explanation. Okay, so if we are, the question is, if we are came from a single stem cell, it means that if we have a problem, okay, diba I said we came from a single stem cell. If we came from a single stem cell, if we have health problems, then if we came from single stem cell, the only should I say solution to give us strength, to allow a repair, no, and to give us a reverse aging is only stem cell. And then the other definition, should I say, is it is considered as the most basic form of all living things, because not just us human beings are made up of stem cells, but also plants, animals are all made up of stem cells. And it is also considered as has this unlimited possibilities of treatment boundaries. Okay, because up until now, we still don't know the limit that it can address, or that it can give us the benefits. Okay, so there's no limit up until this moment. So different illnesses are really addressed, and if you can see on Facebook and in YouTube, if you're going to research it, or you're going to search it, just type Purtier Placenta testimonies. There are a lot of testimonies already. I think millions of testimonies already. And the third one is it has miraculous abilities, because this is the very first time that you will be experiencing the the true meaning, the true solution of this stem cell therapy. Okay, so um, in availing this, in taking the stem cell therapy, we have a lot of methods. So for this kind of slides, for these slides, we only presented 6 methods of taking the stem cell therapy. Number one is what we call as placenta injection. So all you have to do, you just have to go to Switzerland, and then you have to travel there. Then you have to wait for at least 30 days to make that stem cell compatible with your body. Okay, so the stem cell that they are using is came from pig or black sheep. Okay, but the problem with this kind of therapy is that it's so expensive that only very famous people will or can afford, or celebrities. Like for example, in the Philippines, we have Senator Enrile, and in the Hollywood we have Kobe Bryant. These are the people who can really afford to buy this kind, or to avail this kind of therapy. Okay, if you don't have millions, so we're not going to talk about it anymore. Okay, the second one is what we call as placenta injection, the the second portion, which is in beauty salon. Okay, so aside from it is non-professional most of the time, because when you talk about stem cell therapy, it should be the doctor who's going to process this therapy or the stem cell, and the safety concerns. Because if your should I say, your goal is to become younger, or to allow your your cells to be repaired, so if it what we call this, if it doesn't address, baka there will be a problem later on. No, instead of having a solution, will result to another problem. Okay, so the third one is what we call as stem cell transplant. So if, for example, if you have a problem in your left eye, so and then your right eye has no problem, so we're just going to extract from your right eye, and then we are going to transfer it to your left eye. So we are going to extract a stem cell from the eye that has no problem. So the problem with this is that when you process this, you don't use any anesthesia on the process, because if you're going to use anesthesia, it will result to dying of the stem cells. Okay, so aside from it's very expensive, I mean it's very painful, it's also very expensive, because it will cost you around 800,000 on this process or this procedure. Now that the fourth one is we have this healthy lifestyle. Okay, so what you're going to do is you just have to exercise 15 to 30 minutes a day. Okay, so that it will allow you to still regenerate your cells even if you're still 50, or you reach the age of 50 years old. Then you have to eat healthy foods. Okay, and then you have to drink 8 glasses of water a day. Okay, and then um, the other need is you have you you don't allow stress in your daily lifestyle. And the last one is there should be no pollution around. Okay, so it's very ineffective because it's very ideal. Okay, so you cannot really push stress to, not to allow you to have the stress going on every day, because every one of us allows this stress or experiences this stress every day. So it's very ineffective if you're going to pursue this one. So the fifth one is the cord blood banking. What we are going to do is, um, during the pregnancy, of the mother, so we're going to extract the from the umbilical cord of the newborn baby. We're going to extract a stem cell, and we're going to let it store for at least up to 20 years time. Okay, so if the baby or the mother experiences illnesses or serious illnesses, it can be used to the baby or to the mother. But it's also expensive. Like, you have to pay around 500 to 800,000 a year, and it only lasts for 20 years. After 20 years, you no longer need, or you no longer use this stem cell because it will die. Okay, and then the last one is we have this adult stem cell banking. So what we're going to do, we're just going to extract from your bone marrow, and we're going to inject it back to the organ which has a problem. And it's also very expensive. It will cost you around 800,000 for this one process. So the question now, is there any convenient, effective, and affordable way? So that's why we're here in this video presentation right now to talk about this convenient, effective, and affordable. Convenient because you can still have this anywhere. Anywhere you go, you can take this therapy. That's why we can say that it's convenient. Okay? And then secondly, it's effective because we have a lot of testimonies that we can share to you. If you have similar problem with this illnesses, for example, if we are talking about cancer, and then we have this testimony, so you can relate to this testimonies that we already have. And it's very affordable compared to this 6 methods that I've shown you a while ago, or I've explained a while ago. Okay, so this is the company's technology. So what we call as oral live cell modern technology. So the first technology that we have is the freeze drying technology. So it allows the cells to become bioactive, to become live at least 3 to 4 years time. So by the time that we extracted it from the deer placenta, we are going to transfer it to the freezer. For at least 3 to 4 years, it becomes a live cell. Now, the second technology is, the stem cell has this oxygen or already inside the stem cells. Now, um, not to experience this oxidation, okay, or not to become rancid, the stem cell, so we're going to remove the oxygen, and we're going to replace it with the nitrogen, so that it's still active and it's still live. Okay, and then the third one is we have this enteric-coated technology, wherein the capsule is very special. It will not be damaged to the stomach. It will just flow to the small intestine that has this alkalinity level. Okay, so at least 60 to 80% of the content of that capsule will be absorbed by your body. And then the fourth one is the emulsification technology. So what they are saying about this technology is it allows larger molecules to be absorbed by your body by the bile chylomicron pathways. So whether it's big or small, it will just flow into your veins in any part of your organs. And then the last one is the biosoft gel technology, wherein you can easily swallow the capsule because it's biosoft gel. Ayan. Okay, so these are the six ingredients in the upper side and 6 ingredients in the lower side. So all in all, we have 12 ingredients combined into one capsule. So I will no longer explain this. You can search it in our website, that's purtier.com, or you can search it in our official website in our company, that's RIWAY.com, to tell us more about these ingredients. But the only reason that why we keep on adding, why we keep on upgrading our product, it's because we just want to give the best food supplement in every human beings. Okay, whether it's here in the Philippines or any part of the world. Okay, so um, to prove that this therapy is really safe to take, all we have to explain, or we are presenting this to you, the certifications that we have. Number one is the International Free Sale Certification. And then number two is New Zealand GMP certification based on their main facility. And also we have research plan also in the New Zealand GMP certification. And we also have New Zealand Food Safety certification. And then in Singapore, we have General Hospital Safety Test certification and Singapore HSA certification. And then we also have Federation of Islamic Association of New Zealand International Halal certification. Here in the Philippines, we have FDA until the certification is until 2022. So after that, or before it will expire, we are going to renew it. Okay, so how are you going to take this therapy? The first month is you have to take 2 capsules in the morning before you eat your breakfast. At least 30 minutes to 1 hour before breakfast. Then by the time you sleep at night, before at least before 1 hour before you sleep, you have to take additional 2 capsules. So all in all, you are going to take 2 bottles in the first month, and then the second month following to sixth month is you just have to take 1 capsule in the morning and 1 capsule in the evening. So for a total of 7 bottles. So that's the 6 months therapy. Okay? So this is the short video talking about the evolution of Purtier Placenta from the first edition, then second edition, then the third edition. So if you notice, we also keep on upgrading our packaging so that it will be really preserved inside the stem cell. It will keep the stem cells live. Okay. So this one is the latest edition that we have. So that's the latest design of our packaging and also the bottle. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to skip that. So now, right now we're going to present to you, or I'm going to present to you selected testimonies that we have from the day that we started here in Manila here in the Philippines up until at present. So one of which is Mr. Raymond Tong. He's a Malaysian. So his concern is he has this heart problem. So he survived 4 episodes of heart attack and then hospitalized for four times in 8 years, and then twice in critical control unit. So if you notice from the first picture, that guy really experienced stressful events because his business declared bankruptcy. So after it happened, so he got to critical control unit because of that. So after 6 months of taking this therapy, now he's already recovered and also reversed the aging physically, okay, and also internally. And then we also have David Yu. So the concern of David Yu is he has this diabetes for 22 years, okay, and then he's taking 4 insulin injections a day as his maintenance. So he was almost blind because of the sugar level and has this skin pigmentation because of the side effects of the insulin. But after 6 months of taking the Purtier Placenta, of taking the therapy, now right now is already a Team Elite Pegasus rank no, in our company. So if you're going to guess the age of this guy, actually, if you notice the picture is just more or less 30 to 40, but actually he's already 65 years old in that picture. Okay, wearing that white suit. And then we also have this testimony from Davao City here, also in the Philippines. This one is from Sherazade Balsomo, or Miss Nancy Balsomo. She has this tumor on her neck since 2014. Okay, so but after the 6 months therapy, it is being addressed by the therapy. Her tumor, or her thyroid problem, and then it also reverses this hair aging process. Okay, and then we also have Amina Janet Datukan. She has this severe bronchial asthma since childhood. So what happens is, since childhood, she has been hospitalized every quarter. So it's very expensive. Talking about, you go to hospital, and also she has this maintenance medicines. So every day she's taking steroids, antihistamine. Can you just imagine all this medicine she's taking? But after the therapy, the 6 months therapy from July 2018 to November 2018, you really notice the transition. I mean, the changes that it evolves based on the physical features. And also, the doctor said that she no longer to maintain more than half of her medicines, because she no longer need to take these medicines because of Purtier Placenta. And then we also have this kind of illness, which is COPD, coming from Mr. Patosa. So before, she hardly breathed because of he is a chain smoker before. But during the 6 months therapy that he is taking the Purtier Placenta, he already noticed something that really improves his health condition, until he reached the 6 month that declares he already recovered to this kind of illness, which is COPD, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. And then we also have from Belinda. She is a nursing aide from US, and then she has this Parkinson's disease. She also have this stroke, or half body paralyzed, and also high blood. So 7 years stroke from US, and then she goes back to Philippines, so for the retirement, no. But when she took the therapy, during the duration, she noticed that she can already stand up, and she can already walk, until the doctor said that you are already recovered from your stroke. Okay, so these are just one of the amazing testimonies that we have here in Davao. And this one is from Miss Nonaquino. So she is diagnosed with ovarian cancer stage 1C. Okay, if you notice in the first picture, so um, she's bald already because of the chemo. So she experienced undergoing 6 sessions of chemotherapy, but the problem is she has still this tumor marking, which is 13.5. Now, when she started to take this therapy, this Purtier Placenta or stem cell therapy, from 13.5, it goes down to 4.7 tumor marking in just 2 months, until she reached the 6 months therapy. Now, the laboratory result shows that she's now cancer-free after 6 months. And then we also have this lady from Leyte. She is Misa Menchian. Okay, she's also diagnosed with cancer, stage 4 breast cancer. But unlike with Miss Nona Aquino, she decided to not to take chemotherapy. Instead, she chose to take different food supplements, until there's one person who introduced her to Purtier Placenta. Then she decided to took 6 capsules of Purtier Placenta daily since January 5 of 2017. So the cancer marker reported remarkable progress from 20.7 and to 13.5 in just 10 weeks time. Now, she's already considered as cancer-free because of the laboratory results that is given by the doctor. Okay. Actually, I personally asked her a question regarding her condition last December 2018 when I met her in Singapore. She already told me that she is already cancer free. after more than 6 months of taking the Purtier Placenta. And then we also have a case which is a brain tumor. So the doctor said that he has to undergo an operation because he has this brain tumor. Then luckily, this guy decided not to take the operation. Instead, um, he just took Purtier Placenta until after 7 months. He go back to his doctor. Then the doctor said he no longer need to take this operation because the brain tumor already gone after taking Purtier Placenta. Okay? So this one, this video is sponsored by Red Footprint, showcasing our events daily. So starting from Monday to Sunday, we have different events, especially talking about the different testimonies of our patients, since we started up until now. So it also allows you to really discover the benefits, not just in taking Purtier Placenta, but also in advocating the therapy. Yeah. So by the way, our founder with this business platform or online platform is Mr. Rex Bugalaw. Yeah, that's the guy. He's our founder in Red Footprint, and he's really taking advantage of the online platform and he is really investing um, more than what we can imagine. Actually, he's investing around 500,000 pesos just to provide this kind of event for us. Okay, so I'm already done with my presentation. Okay, so if you have more questions, kindly ask me regarding the should I say regarding the benefits or additional features of Purtier Placenta. Just message me in the comment box. So thank you for listening and have a good evening.